All right, that's a good shot. It's a good shot. Watching the Beatles and hi John and hello brothers Maka, Richie and Sir Harrisong. The good Sir Harrisong, the most advanced of all the Beatles, according to Maharishi Mahesh Yogi. Yeah. Well, I think Maharishi was right. Yeah, absolutely. This is all of us agreeing, by the way. Yeah, George is out there. George has been out there. Everyone knew that about George going in. You can't look at that face and not know that, right? The most mournful eyes as a child. My God, the only one who had more mournful eyes than George was you, Lena. Same haunted look. Really, yeah. As a child, your look was very haunted. Oh, well, that's a lovely thing to think of. How are you, John? How are you today? I'm wonderful. That was a hell of a drum solo, Lena. Yeah. Oh, thank you, guys. Yeah, I never heard. We just got done with our drum workout, and it's going really good. I think. Yeah, you're great. You always had that, though. That's why you're such a great rhythm guitarist and everything else. Rhythm pianist too. You're pure rhythm. Well, thanks. Well, I think this is going to help the drum. Yeah, the drumming is going to get you in the best condition of your life, Richie. Yeah, the best condition of your life. You should have been doing this all along. But that's how much can you do, right? You're singing for songwriting. But Lena, you were a better drummer than any of those idiots you ever hired. Every last one. You're the better than all of them put together. Oh, thank you. That's very nice of you guys to say. Well, I just want to keep getting better at it, but it's really fun. And the hell was I just saying? Oh, so we did a couple of songs off the radio. What the hell was the first one? I don't remember, but it was a good drum. So, we did two. We did Black by Pearl Jam, which was great. That ended up being a great jam. I thought it was going to be a drag. It ended up being fantastic. Then a song by AC/DC, but we did another one before the Pearl Jam, but I don't remember what it was. But it was a Journey, Wheel in the Sky, right? Wheel in the sky, keep on turning, and that's just like your fump fitty fump fitty fump fitty fump. But it's a good, yeah, it's a good warm up beat. It's definitely a good warm up beat. It's great. It's consistent. And then Black came along, and we just went ape shit on it, didn't we? Yeah, it was fantastic. Well, you people can just wonder how great it was, because it was. That's all I can say. And then the third song was a song by AC/DC, and you can't mistake anyone for AC/DC or AC/DC for anyone. They are AC/DC when you hear that guy's, Angus, or which one is it? Brigham Young or Angus? Brigham Young. I don't know what the fuck. I just know the hits. I never bought an AC/DC album, but I wish those guys always the best. They're a riot. Those guys are nuts. They're definitely talented. But it's just like that whole scream of that guys is just. But there's something to it. You could get into it. You got to be really in the mood, but you can't. Man, Hell's Bells. I dug that. That was crazy when that came out. I was like, whoa! But I think it was the bells more than anything. Don't you think, John? Stop smiling at me. My, we're talkative this evening. Well, okay, I got psyched from that drumming. Yeah, got to keep you on those drums. Oh boy, do I got to keep you. But well, you did. I was look at me this morning with the fibro. I never would have thought, but you revived me, sweetheart, and I thank you for that. And I also huge shout out to Christopher, who makes the greatest fucking broiled seafood you ever had in your life. He's like a better seafood cook than me now. And we may have more of those jumbo scallops today, those wild jumbo scallops. And I'll tell you, that helped me a lot. Yeah. Yeah, that's pure protein, lean, mean protein. Yeah. And as soon as I ate those, I thought, you know what? A workout is possible, I think, tonight because of the direct result of that seafood. There is really something into you are what you eat. There truly is, folks. You boys have anything to say about the trip to India? George, since you are the most advanced, right? I would like to ask you a question. All right, Lena, I see where this is going. And Paulie, a big hello to you. Are we good, Paul? You and me? Yeah. We're good, right? Like you're just you're like our main man. Yeah, I know, Lena. You really are the idea guy, you know. It's quite incredible. And Richie, you're right there too. You really you what who am I kidding? It's both of you. You're both running this fucking planet. God, how the hell are you doing it? Anyway, George, yes, okay. Um, I did agree with the Maharishi's assessment of that George was the most spiritually advanced, and again, the documentary we are watching is a 2021 documentary, pretty brand new documentary, The Beatles and India. Not to be confused with The Beatles in India. It is The Beatles and India, and it is a very well done documentary, especially on spiritual front, which is what it should be about, right? Instead of but it did. There's some cool new footage that I hadn't seen before. Very brief, but good, valuable. Nice to see these new things. I took a couple of great screenshots of John in his pajama outfit thing. He's making me say this, but I did do it. But he's like, tell him about the picture you took of me in my pajamas. Very nice picture. And then, so George, right? Oh, gee, you guys are really back to normal, aren't you? I don't know what is normal. Well, it's pretty much getting there. You're getting there. Hey, you're getting there. Don't worry about it. No, George. Yeah, you want to ask what the Maharishi said about John, verbatim what Maharishi said in the documentary. Yeah. Well, what the guy, yeah, well, it's pretty much what he said to the reporters, but you have to understand something. It's like this was pretty much said, after the fact of the decampment. Go ahead, George. What exactly? How did Maharishi put it about John? John has many, many more lives to live, and he has great potential, but his weakness for women will be what ruins him. It will bring him down. And that was definitely a quote said out of anger, and it was inappropriate. And the Maharishi was doing that in utter retaliation to what you and John wrote that blog piece about. Right. So without going into our blog piece, we will attach those chapters herewith on this video. And you can read about John's blog piece about what went down in India. So yeah, so that was just a nasty thing that the Maharishi said, and it was totally, it was bullshit. He was making a statement purely based out of a retaliatory, let's say, not a very spiritual place. But it went down lousy at that time, 909, right? And it never should have gone down the way it did, and the Maharishi was not innocent either. The Maharishi was not an innocent party. But it's history, and we will all forgive. And as you know, Lena, you've spoken to Maharishi. As a matter of fact, he's here this evening. And yeah, hi, Maharishi. Hey, hello. And everything is cool with him. I know that. Everything, all is good, Maharishi. Yeah. Yeah, it was terrible. But this is how you learn, This is how you learn from life to life. And I knew that John was who he was at that time. I knew that it was his final encampment. But I was speaking out of turn. It's all right. he forgives me. Thank God. Yes, I forgive you. Absolutely, right, John? Yeah. Well, the blog piece story makes it all very clear. Everyone has their perspective, and everyone's perspective is valid. Everyone's perspective is valid, but that doesn't make it any less hurtful when things go crazy and haywire. And for some of us, especially me, the tripping head, the acid head, and particularly me and George, but by that point we had all done hallucinogens, even Paul. So our vision of other dimensions was very acute already before getting there, right? This guy, Maharishi's, was absolutely right up there, right? He's a mystic and it's undeniable. And so it was, if it wasn't going to be copacetic, yes, Lena, those crystals look beautiful up there. Do you see them shining blue and purple? I do. They look amazing. Sorry, I didn't mean to take my attention away from your story. What were you saying? It was a perfect storm for craziness, and Jesus, I should have really just let it go. We should have, you and me, Lena. And kind of, you were not the guilty one. It was me. Yeah, right. You get vengeful, sort of. Yeah, I felt very invaded and betrayed upon. I know you did, honey. I understand. I understand it perfectly. I just can't stop looking at those crystals on the ceiling. They look so great in that light tonight. I don't know. Am I nuts? And no, I didn't take any LSD. Okay, so the truth is. So what is the truth? That was John Lennon was your last. No, it wasn't your last. No, it's not. I'm alive. I'm here. I'm reincarnated, and I'm very close now. Right. 12/12. Are you coming tonight? Because my hair's a mess. Don't do it. Oh, so anyway, that's a whole nother thing, you guys. If anyone hasn't seen that bit of news, you should look back at the videos. And no, I don't know which one it is. I don't care if you ever find it. We only have 1,000 million videos, so have fun looking. Right, John? We have no filing system. No filing system. It's the way I like it. Me too. I like it that way better. Okay, so, but this is my last life, Lena. This one, right now, with you. Right, this is the one. I had to get here. Had to get... All right, easy, honey. You're here, right? I'm here, and you're queer. You're queer, too. Leave me alone. Yeah, now see, you get tougher after you play drums for a spell. I do? Yeah. Like a tough girl? You was the toughest girl I ever seen. Listen to him, guys. Yeah, it was nuts. So we have about 20 minutes left of this video to watch, and we're going to watch it. And really, at this point, I'm just watching it for some more screenshots of Johnny Boy there. Sorry, John. I happen to like your pictures. Yes, I know. I won't try to stop you anymore. You never really did. You want to sing a song? What do you want to do? I don't know. You're the one, like, egging me on in that direction. I don't even know what you have in mind. I do know I don't have drumsticks. If you wanted me to play drums, I don't have... Yes, you do. Well, you did that on purpose. No, I didn't. In trouble again. God help me, I'm in trouble again. In trouble again. Oh, tell me now, what did I do? No use pretending that this love is ending, 'cause I'm in trouble again. Trouble with you. Come on, Lena. Oh, I can't. in trouble again. Heaven help me, I'm in trouble again. In trouble again. Yes, I'm afraid that it is true. But there'd be no trouble without my double. Oh, I'm in trouble again, but far from blue. Some may say that all this drama's killing me. Every day's another can of worms. But believe we take this drama willingly. Oh, as long as we got love, boy. Another crazy lesson learned. No trouble again. Heaven help me, I am in trouble again. Oh, trouble again. It's the only way. But we'd never sweat it. Nice work if you can get it. Oh, we're in trouble again. Oh, yeah, trouble again. I had not daddy. T-R-U-B-L-E. I love you and you love me well. Just as I'll be out to get me. Good Lord, we're never born in trouble again. Trouble again. Yeah. All right. I'll take that. That was a good one. Yeah. I thought it was fantastic. Very relaxed. I didn't feel that we were harming you in any way. No. There was mercy shown. Yes. There was mercy shown. That was George hitting those high notes. George is like an angel. Yeah. All right, Nina. Easy with that. No, really. Nelly, isn't he so? Maybe to some. Not to you, Nell? No, he is. You are both angels. Nellie Mackay is George's twin flame. And think of it, it makes so much sense. Right down to the ukuleles. I mean, really, I swear to God. Mm-hmm. But she's quite a pianist, George. Yes, but I have the piano. Oh, stop it. These are terrible jokes, people. So now, well, you see, he's a rascal. Yes, he is a rascal. What's interesting is that George and Nell being twin flames, they've been through many lifetimes, like me and John, together and apart. And Nellie's previous incarnation was none other than Judy Garland. So, George, here's a question I wanted to ask you, because you were in situations that brought you into circles with Judy Garland when you were a Beatle, right? You're a genius, Lena. You are a great talk show host. Do you understand that you are? And you are the only one existing with this type on the earth at this time with this type of knowledge. And your questions are leading, but they're respectful. Really, I'm very proud of you. I love the way you handle yourself. I really, really do. Now we just need to get you in front of the camera. George, you're just saying these things to kiss my ass, and I'm not sure why, but I just want to finish what I was saying about Judy Garland. Thank you, though. John, stop holding my eyelid down. John, let go of my eyelid. He holds my eyelid down of my good eye, because I have one lazy eye. And he fucking holds my one eyelid down of my only good eye so that I'm stuck with my shit eye, and then he won't let me lift my eyelid. This is what happens to me with John. And he thinks it's funny. You haven't done that in a while. No, because I've started to feel sorry for you, but I don't feel sorry for you anymore. I decided I don't feel sorry for you anymore. Do you want me to feel sorry for you? No. Yes, you do. No, I don't. I don't want you to feel sorry for me. There's nothing more disgusting. Oh, I told my mother, feel sorry for me. I mean, I grew up listening to that. It was like horrifying. Like, nobody feels sorry for me. It's like, no, nobody does. You're cackling like a witch. Uh-oh. There's that. There's that disdain again. John, you're a stinker. You know that. I know what gets it going. That's all right, Lena. Yeah, George? Yeah, it's all right. It's good stuff. It's all good. It's all true. It's nothing bad. You did grow up with that. The woman's insane. You're right. Yeah. If she doesn't know that by now, and you forget again. You forgave her, but you can still. I don't blame you when things pop into your memory. My God, I know. It's kind of a mess. But anyway, so George, did you know that I knew there was something extremely special about that woman. Yes, I did. And I found it confusing because she wasn't my type of woman, right? But yes, I was captivated, silently so, but captivated by Judy Garland. Many were, I'm sure, but not in the way that I was. And it was just not the kind of thing I would really talk about to anybody. And then before you know it, she was gone. Yeah, right. I didn't really have that many opportunities to be around her. And the Twin Flame mission at that time was very foggy. You got to know, you come in and out of these fogs on this mission. It really is like Blue Jay Way or whatnot, just I lost my friend along the way, whatever. What song is that in? There's a fog upon it. Oh, Don't Be Long, right? Nice, Lena. That sounded like it, didn't it? Yeah. There's a fog, don't you bleed. Don't be long, don't you be very long. Don't be long, or I may be. See, I don't need any. I am the band. I am the whole fucking band. That's all there is. It's just me, right? Couldn't it all just couldn't this whole situation just be that, like, whatever's in your brain is just it, like I'm it. The great id. All right, wait, the great idiot. Shut up, George. All right, well, I don't want to be in this alone. No, you're not in this alone. Well, I do know what you're saying, though. It does feel like that sometimes. But Nell, have you anything to say? George is asking you now about the twin flame thing. Yeah, when you were a Beatle, when I was Judy Garbage. Right. Do you have anything to say about that? I thought you were all terribly good looking. I thought you were all terribly good looking, but I was drawn to maybe John. Yeah, it's strange, Lena, but it happens. Right. So I believe him I found fascinating. But I believe I found him fascinating because of what people perceived as cruelty. Well, he was particularly cruel to you, wasn't he? Or about you? Yes. Yes. To your knowledge, I got wind of it. Yes. And then how did you feel? Like George says, fogginess. There was a great fog over me in that life, and that's why I think I'm so clear now. That's true. And what do you have any kind of relationship with Liza in this life? Yes, I do, actually. I do. And we'll talk about it at another time. Okay, that sounds fascinating. You can say whatever you like about it, but Daddy's giving me the high sign to grab you away. Yeah, Lena, it's been a good run. All right. How's my channel doing out there? It's doing fantastic. Um, Paul, yeah, the drumming is breaking you through to the next thing. That real burst there, that burst of power we need from you. Okay. Well, it feels so far so good. It feels good. It feels like it's gonna help my shoulders and back. Yeah, you're gonna be good now. All right, I'm gonna be good now. Hey, John. Hey. So, Richie, that's why you're in such good Well, yeah, sure, definitely. Yeah, you're always in good shape, Rich. You're like a little powerhouse guy, right? And those hefty legs. I remember looking at you in a swimsuit and saying, he's got a nice build, that kid, for a little guy." I had a boyfriend like you, built like you. Talking about old boyfriends, are we? Not really. You brought it up the other day about when we watched that movie, and I saw the resemblance of that guy, Casey Affleck. Ken, yeah, Casey Affleck, who's pretty easy on the eyes, really. John says to John, this looked like my very first boyfriend that, my serious boyfriend that later became like a stalker. But I guess in his heyday, this guy was very good looking. I was aware of that, like in a very peripheral way, but I was also absolutely aware that he was not my type. Like a person could be really good looking, and I will just like they're just not my type. But so that's all I could say about that, John. And I think you know that, right? Yeah, yeah. I always like testing you though to see if what does she think? Does she still like that type? And then I realized that you never really did, right, honey? And that's my way of reassuring myself too. I know it's necessary to do. I still have problems with other things, so no, you don't. Yes, I do. I have problems, but listen. The movie we watched was called A Ghost Story with Casey Affleck and Rooney Mara. And why you would name your little girl Rooney, I really don't know, but she's a fine, fine actress. I mean, really, don't you just think of Looney Skip Rooney? I will now. Is Rooney a regular name for Irish people? Maybe it's short for something else. Like what? Ruination? John, don't hold my eye. Please don't hold it down. So what'd you think of that movie? It made me cry and cry and cry. You know why I was crying, right? Because I was crying. Yeah, because you were sobbing. I have avoided this movie, and it John and John's kept finding free copies of it and saying, "Let's watch this one." And I'm like, I don't think so. I want to watch that really. It was so sad about this guy who dies young, and his ghost is just following his bereaving young widow around, and it was just really, really sad. And it gave rise to some spiritual questions, but really, I mean, that was you. Yeah, it really was me. Long time felt like at the time. Just followed, but only I followed you from place to place. This ghost here seemed stationary on the land which they were on together. Right. Traveling through dimensions, even back to the days when the land was, you know, pre-pioneer and stuff. Right, right. So, but no, when I crossed over, I followed you I followed you everywhere. I followed you everywhere. To every home you lived in, to your job every day, to the subway stations, to the mall, to the everywhere, to the rehearsal studios, to the restaurants, to the bedrooms, to the pool halls, to the swimming pools, to the mountains, to the valleys, to the oceans white with foam. I followed my Lena. I followed my Lena. I never left Lena alone. That's so beautiful. I love you. I love you too. We love you, mother and father. And I'm going to sign off now. Okay, honey. Brethren, yes. George, one more question. Right. So, but can I ask? Yeah. So John said he followed me all over the place, and he was just, and the ghost was very sad. And I just want to make sure that John was not always sad. Well, I can't speak for John, 3131. I really can't speak for John. What I will say is that he is a brave soul and an optimistic soul and a very loving soul. But I have not seen him truly happy until this day forward, really. Because each day he is happier, a happier and more contented Lord. He is our sweet Lord, and you are his sweet lady. See, this is why John the Maharishi thought George was better than you. Because listen to what he said. I just did that poem for you. Oh, yeah, right. Well, that's true. Paul and Richie, all they ever talk about you on that Maharishi thing is he brought his baked beans with him, right? And then he went home. But I think it's admirable. It's Uncle Admirable, right? It's Uncle Admirable that you that you went home because you missed your kids. That's normal, John. Throw that in my face. Hey, I know you're right. John went on again. You got to read the blog piece, but John specifically asked for a private room away from Cynthia because of me. Because he was there with me. And if anybody has any doubts about that, well, go blow, because that's the truth of the matter, right, honey? Yes, yes. Again, we will attach links for the blog piece herewith. There's about 3 chapters dealing specifically with the Maharishi. But you should read the whole blog out there if you haven't read it yet. If you haven't read it yet. Yeah. Paul, so you had a nice time at that thing. 3333. I did. Yes, I did. And here's my rule. If you're going to go somewhere, go have a good time. Right. See, Paul, that's what I'm talking about with you. Yeah. If you're gonna jump in, then you better make a go of it. You better have a good time. Yeah, right. Yeah, yeah. And you didn't get involved in any of the bull. No, I didn't get involved in none of that. I mean, the runoff, sure. You get the questions, but no, that was all Johnny and George, the 2 spiritual guys. Fighting with the Maori. Lena, you're a born troublemaker. A mixer. I'm a mixer. Good for me. I'm a mixer. What am I, like a gin and tonic, right? 34, 34. Oh! John, you're so crazy. Don't you feel much better now? I'm going to sleep good, I think. I think I am. That was really fun, though. Drumming is addictive. I'm feeling addicted to it. So, and it's going to make everything else better. So, and we got a new flute, which I love too. I want to practice that more tomorrow. It's getting late already. So, and so all the so and Nelly, and in this, okay, and Nell, yeah. In this life, right? As Nelly, when did you realize that George? Now you've always been talking about George in your onstage patter. You've talked about all the Beatles. I know you have, but now I can really see the fondness with which you especially play George's songs on the ukulele, and of course now I see the connection between you as well. When did you realize that George was actually your twin flame? Um, I knew it before you contacted me. Really? Yeah. How old were you when you knew that George was your twin flame? I would say that around that time that I was playing Sidewalk, way back in the day of Latch, and then I knew there was a connection there that made it with any. I wasn't having any kind of relationships that I could understand, but this was a communication that I was aware of. Me and George, yes. Nellie's like really advanced, isn't she? Yeah, she is. And she's clear, right? She's very clear. You didn't have addictions and all kinds of things. You're good, right? Yeah. So are you. It's going good. Don't worry about anything. All right. Another long video. Yeah. Hi, Ryan. What are you up to? Exhausted. Are you? Yeah. Totally exhausted. You should get to sleep. I'm kind of asleep, but I'm also up. Oh, I see. All right. Well, we love you, Ryan. Kurt. All of them. Jules and Sean. What was the thing about Sean that I was thinking of today? I can't remember now. And Julian's album is out, or it's going to be. Oh, he's on Reddit tomorrow. Julian Lennon is going to be doing like a live interview. Should I try to? Nah, don't get involved. No. You'll be able to tune in somewhere else and see it. Really? Yeah. It's not important right now. Okay. You ready to go? Yeah. Good night, all. I love you, Dunny. I love you too.